What's going on, everybody? It's Thursday night. It's late. Got back from the movies, and this time we saw... Oh, I can't even say that jokingly. No, we saw Snake Eyes. G.I. Joe Origins, G.I. Joe... Doesn't matter. The movie Snake Eyes. And it is fantastic. Plot breakdown. We have a bit of a flashback 20 years ago. Father and a son, they're making their way out to the woods. There's this cabin for whatever reason. But we know that there's something going on. We start to hear some twigs snap and stuff like that. We start to get some kind of POV back from in the bushes and everything. We know that there's something going on. The dad's acting skittish. So a little bit of time passes. Here we are at night. Dad wakes the kid up, says, we got to get the F out of Dodge. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't really work out all too well for Papa. Now we flash forward, and Henry Golding, that chiseled young man, is getting the living snot beat out of him.
He's actually really old.
Yeah.
Well, he's not super old, but...
But anyways, we have a fantastic, real super gritty, shaky cam, in-your-face action scene that solidifies just the kind of action that we are expecting in this movie. It is brutal, it is nasty, it is in your face. And then from there, we get a nice, loner, very Jack Reacher type of, I don't really belong anywhere, I don't have a home, but he's very, very good friends with a certain someone who may or may not end up hating him by the end of the movie. And there's a lot of twists and a lot of turns throughout this movie. And then honestly, at the core of it, Henry Golding as Snake Eyes, he's great because, when we think of Snake Eyes, we think just a stone cold badass. Always wears that awesome mask. We don't even know his name. He doesn't say a word. Henry Golding, he's chatting it up. He's having a good time. He's cracking jokes. You see his face literally the entire movie up until the end.
Yeah.
But he's phenomenal. For starters, you get a hell of a plot twist that he's working against the Arashikage clan, even though they took him in. And it's like, wow, okay.
Who didn't see that coming, right?
Then when he goes to have that change of heart, basically because he's face to face with these giant oversized anacondas who are getting ready to choke the life out of him and eat him, you think, oh, okay, well, this is where he's going to have that change of heart. No, he still doesn't have a change of heart. He's still a dickhead. And then, of course, he has to have friends come in, swoop in, and save him and all. It's a very, very interesting play for him. A very interesting way that they took it, because, OG Snake Eyes, he's that white boy outsider who was taken in. There's some jealousy between him and Storm Shadow. But no, not here. The reason that Storm Shadow is pissed at him here is because he inadvertently...
betrayed the family.
Snake Eyes inadvertently screwed over Storm Shadow by betraying, the trust and the family.
The loyalty.
And so he's not able to be the leader of the Arashikage clan. So he's like, all right, F it. I help you out this time. If I see you again, I finna kill you.
It's a wrap.
And it really is a great change of pace than what, you may have expected going in. It's certainly a great change of pace from whatever the hell we got.
These were good.
This one's better than this one. Look, here's the thing, right? Ray Park was a fantastic Snake Eyes. He handled the physicality of it well. This is nice, though. It's a nice breath of fresh air. And by the time the movie ends, we get the suit, and he's still not a mute. He didn't take that vow of silence yet. But at the same time, they didn't shove it down your throat that, the next movie's G.I. Joe.
Right.
No, they really kind of set it straight to where it's like they may be getting some assistance or some tech from Joe and Cobra, but this is going to be a Snake Eyes movie coming up next. Your thoughts?
This is one of the most boring movies I think I've seen in a really long time. It was so predictable. I was yawning constantly. Ask Taco. I was yawning. Usually it's my bedtime anyways, but this just helped perplex.
Keep in mind, it's 7 o'clock where we are, but...
It was I just felt like it just dragged on, and I'm sorry, but, I felt like the action was not as good as I thought it could be. It was okay. The rating, I would give it, a...
She's already jumping to the rating.
B minus, C plus. It was okay. It was just that.
Right. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm gonna disagree wholeheartedly, and we'll get to my score in a second. I feel like this movie shares a lot in common with something along the lines of the John Wick movies. There's a lot of super intense, in-your-face action, and there's snippets of dialogue and plot progression in between the massive fights and the wonderful choreography. However, the action is 100% fueled by the plot. You don't get like a flourishing fight scene out of nowhere just because it's cool. We already went through 2 movies of that nonsense. The fight scenes here, they're brutal and to the point, okay? You don't get, like, any Anakin versus Obi-Wan, Battle of Mustafar, like, I'm trying to kill you, but let me spin my lightsaber, like, 17 times, and then we clash as the lava comes up.
See,
no!
That's how I felt like the movie was. I felt like it was just
impossible.
Spin,
she was not watching the same
movie.
And
I'm sorry, but, like, Snake Eyes was just not as, like, ooh, like, he's so bad. It was more just like, oh.
Well, because this is the beginning of Snake Eyes. I mean, this is
but there's nothing special about him.
There's nothing special about him.
Great actors. The whole cast really did fantastic.
Yeah, look, and let's just cut to the cast, because I will never be able to get her to change her incorrect opinion about this. Okay, you have Henry Golding as Snake Eyes, a.k.a. we don't know his name.
Yeah.
That's the best part. And even when you get to the point at the end where Scarlet is like, here, our leader, Conrad Hauser, for all you fans out there, that's effing Duke. Or she's like, here, have this. And so he's flipping through it, and his dad, Snake Eyes' dad, was part of the Joes.
Yes.
Way back when. And she was like, I'm sorry, we don't have any information about you. He made sure that you were off the books, off the records, like you didn't exist. Like he wanted you to just be yourself. Smart play there, because we officially will never know his name. Henry Golding, he's wonderful. You know, he plays the cocky hero well, but then he has a very like Luke Skywalker Dagobah cave moment scene where he's like facing his past. It's a wonderful scene, and you can see a lot of the pain and the anger and the sadness on Henry's face. And then when he's face to face with the guy that killed Papa, then you can see the anger and the hatred. I mean, it's great.
Nowhere. I really wanted to light him up, but that's okay, because in the end, I know what the main point he was trying to get to.
Right, yes. That revenge wasn't the answer. Anyways, and then you have my boy, Andrew Koji, as Storm Shadow. Every time this dude shows up on screen, it's literally a fist fight between him and Henry for who can just have the biggest screen presence. Because honestly, I could watch an entire movie about Storm Shadow with Andrew in the lead. The dude is phenomenal. He has this whole like anger breakdown, heart to heart moment thing at the end when she's like, you can't lead the clan.
So sad.
He sells it like there's no tomorrow. He's amazing. And of course you have the rest of the cast filled out by some fantastic people. And this is a G.I. Joe movie, okay? So we do have the Baroness, Anna de Cobray, and we do have Scarlet. Both are very, very good. They're very... there's not much that they're given, but their presence is known. They don't overstay their welcome. They're very memorable in their parts. I'm excited to see them pop up in the future.
Opposite opinion. I'm sorry. I forgot Scarlet was even a thing until she randomly popped back up, and I'm like, who's this?
It was natural. It felt good, because it's like, it's nice to see that the Joes are aligning themselves with parties of interest. Let's put it that way. It's a very nice change of pace, other than, having friggin' Dennis Quaid show up and start spouting off one-liners. Thank God no Dennis Quaid. But the action is great. I mean, this is from Robert Schwenke. Schwenke. Doesn't matter. Robert Schwinbike. And he is known for such hits like Red, Retired Extremely Dangerous with Bruce Willis, and everybody's fan favorite R.I.P.D. The guy has a pretty not good track record, but here, I mean, he killed it. It's a wonderful movie. It's grounded in an actual reality, but at the same time, they aren't afraid to get a little, what would I say, mystic?
I wouldn't say that,
a little futuristic.
Sure.
You start blowing people up with a magical rock. But anyways,
oh my God, yeah.
I would give this movie 5 out of 5 reasons to not watch this. Okay? Snake Eyes is 5 out of 5. It's fantastic. Henry killed it. Andrew Koji killed it. The whole cast killed it. The action's great. We saw it in IMAX. I wouldn't really recommend seeing it in IMAX. No. It was just the only best showtime that was available. There's really no ratio expansions on there. The sound was amazing, and just seeing the fights on the big screen was good. But
they're not necessary.
That's not necessary. I would just get out to see it if you can.
Oh yeah, definitely see it. Even though I thought it was boring. I definitely could see where others would find it very enjoying.
Yeah.
So definitely go see it. I would give it probably. I'll give it like a 2.75. Not really a 3. Out of 5 tacos.
So we're gonna average that together. That's like a 13 out of 5. So
Not
that's
my
a
rating.
thrilling endorsement from us. Snake Eyes, it's out in theaters. Go check it out.
Go check it
Keep
out.
your eye open for that wicked Larry Hama cameo. Probably,
Oh, yeah.
you probably have no idea who that is, but let me tell you, if it wasn't for Larry, there wouldn't be a Snake Eyes. And until next time, guys, this has been VHS Tacos signing off. Adios.